And we are here. The final episode of Angels of Death. I gotta say, despite all the anime I've been watching this year, this felt like the longest. Like, others had, 24, 25 episodes, but this one felt the longest. Even though it's 16, it's like, wow, Angels of Death is finally over with. I don't know why. It felt long for some reason. But anyways, before I get my final thoughts, let's just talk about this episode. And let's try to wrap it up as soon as possible. I got 2 other reviews I gotta do today, so let's do this. Now, you know how much I love my philosophy. I love philosophy. It's my favorite subject to talk about besides politics and anime. I love it. So, the philosophy of the show is about humanity. What makes us human? What makes angels? What makes witches? And seeing how this was, let's talk about Father Gray first. Because he is the guy that pretty much created all this in the first place. If it wasn't for him, none of this would have happened. Father Gray knew there wasn't something right about him. But he didn't know what it was. As humanity, we reject people who are different from us, whether it's by appearance or something from within. But mostly appearance. But when we see someone with mental illness, we completely think negative thoughts, or we'll completely feel pity for them. And the other person doesn't like that. So, however, Father Gray took it a different way. He saw himself as a god. He saw himself as his own god. Because of that, he created a building where he would catch different kind of individuals with certain illnesses, and mental illnesses anyways, and he would see if whether or not they were worthy of being angels. One of his first angels were Dr. Danny. So, first of all, what creates an angel? What is an angel? People say, you ask someone what an angel is, it's a creature created by God to serve him. But is that it? There has to be something more to define what an angel is, and it probably is, but I'm just trying to do it off my own definition. An angel only exists for one purpose. Yes, serving God, but there's different tasks to be done up there in heaven. Angels are pure because they only have one-track minds. Their duty, their mission, and that's it. Nothing else matters to them. Not their own intentions, not their own goals, just what they were created to do. That's their only true meaning of their existence. And as you can see in the show of Angels of Death, the people in the building on each floor had only one thing on their mind. Eddie was sympathetic with Rachel and plenty of other people, but at the same time, he wanted to help her by killing her and creating such a beautiful grave. Kathy wanted to punish people she deemed as unworthy of or messed up. And of course, there was Danny. Danny was someone who wanted to please Rachel. He wanted to become Rachel's god, but couldn't. Because of Rachel, he saw his mother within her. And the mother didn't love her, but he loved the mother. He wanted to be useful for his mother. So with Rachel, he saw that as a second chance. And because of that, Danny was so obsessed with Rachel. Okay, that's out the way now. Now, the same way of how Father Gray talked about Zack. Zack, in a way, was a pure guy. He was extremely pure, so therefore he saw him as an angel with invisible wings. And because Zack only cared about killing until he met Rachel. And now because of that, he became, once again, human. Or maybe they were all human from the get-go. It's that thanks to the society they lived in, they weren't deemed as human because of their own problems. And that really sucks. And because of this, they all became these very disturbed people in the building. Whether it's killing and torturing other people that dares to walk in or were forced to come in there in the first place. With that being said, now we understand the philosophy of humans and angels in a day. Humanity itself is what Zack and Rachel both got when they exit the building that day. You see, humanity doesn't just mean something good. Every time someone brings up humanity, like, oh, he lost his humanity, or oh, that's inhumane. But you have to understand, humanity is not a beautiful thing. Well, it is, but it's not a good thing. It can be a bad thing as well. When you think of humanity, like, oh, you got your humanity back, means that they always refer to something like sympathetic, compassionate, merciful, but can also mean cruel, revenge, hate. That is also part of humanity. But many people like to throw those sides out because we were taught to ignore our negative emotions, even though they are a part of us, what makes us human in the first place. If we didn't have those kind of emotions, we would be like angels. Yeah? So anyways, it was a great wrap up for defining what makes humans humans and angels angels. So I did enjoy that part. Now the rest of it, it was okay. It was settled. It was just pretty much showing what Rachel was going through in the end. And Zach, they got caught. Everything pretty much was released. Zach, so being Zach, saying how he will never tell a lie. And Rachel, it was mostly focused on Rachel at the very end. Of course, she's still trying to get help, but she doesn't feel like she needs help. She lies to the doctor, having the doctor feel like that the doctor is up here saying how she's changed or how she's making progress. But at the end of near the last scene, Rachel pretty much says, no, there's no progress being done. She still can't get a wink of sleep. Her heart is beating in her chest. And to make things even worse, doctor went up saying that Zach was to be sentenced to death. And because of that, Rachel, in a way, felt sad because, hey, this was someone that gave him a promise. But it felt more than that. It was a bond. A very disturbed bond, but a bond no less. And then somehow, in some way, the invincible Zach Foster was able to break out of prison and able to keep his promise with Rachel. Now, a question some of you might be asking, did he kill Rachel in the end? I know he killed that doctor. We heard her scream and slash. He definitely killed that doctor. But did he kill Rachel? We don't know. We really don't know. In a way, it could be just like that that one anime I was talking about, Bakuno, with Lad Russo and his fiance, how he promised to kill her, but not to the very end, where other people were killed before her. So it could be something like that. We don't know. It's left up for discussion. So yeah, that is Angels of Death all in the wrap up. Now my final thoughts. I would admit that this anime in the beginning was very repetitive and slow. So the beginning itself made it kind of hard to watch. I can see why some reviewers dropped it. It was doing that slow thing, but as time went on, it got better and better with the development, and that's when they started picking up the pace. I think after they defeated Kathy is when the anime got better. That's when it really does, because we start to learn more about these characters. We start to see their true intentions and who they really are behind the mask. So yeah, there's definitely that right there. Now, I enjoyed the music, definitely the music. The animation would slip up here and there, but not too much to the point you just rolling your eyes back in your head saying, oh, this sucks. No, it doesn't. The characters, not enough characters in a way. It's good because it focuses on a certain amount of characters, and so you don't have other things to worry about but just that stuff. But in the end of the day, it was just right. It was just right. It was a good anime. Not a great anime, not a spectacular anime. It was just good. I did enjoy it, and I'm glad. According to some people, it was adapted pretty well for an RPG Maker game, which I'm pleased, but yet again, I'm upset. There's so many other games that were also, being animated and adopted, but didn't get very good adaptations for anime. So, what else would I like to see as an adapted anime that's based off a video game? It could be any game. I, for one, would like to see A Witch's House. Not the game itself, but the book. The prequel story. I would love to see the prequel story being animated. The prequel story is beautifully well made and done. It's just amazing how it's done in the books. Just wow. Then do the game or Eve, that one game as well. It had probably games made by Deep Sea Prisoner, the guys that are known for probably not Mohiko Castle, but The Grey Garden, or even a game I really like as one of my favorite indie games is Wadanohara. I know, because the only reason I like to see these games be animated because I know they're not allowed to stream them anymore on YouTube because the creators say not to do that for certain reasons. But yes, and also I'd like to see a remake of Corpse Party. I'd like to see JC Staff taking on Corpse Party and just doing it right, not based off the games, because the games is too long, but based off the manga. Yeah, that's much better. I would definitely like to see that. But anyways, I would like to know what video game, indie video game, RPG Maker or whatever you like to see be animated. That would be awesome. Anyways, that's all I got for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please rate, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you get notified every time I upload. This is the Madcrownxox signing out. Have a good one.